These are 12 strangest world records that may never be beaten. Wim Hof Iceman Records. The legendary Dutch Iceman Wim Hof adapted ancient breathing techniques to pull off amazing feats, including the fastest half-marathon barefoot on ice, the longest duration full-body contact with ice, and the longest swim under ice with breath held at an incredible 188 feet, 6 inches. Donald Gorski, 30,000 plus Big Macs. You might be a fan of McDonald's, but you have nothing on Donald Gorski, who has eaten over 34,128 Big Macs in his lifetime. The Wisconsin resident claims they make up 90% of his solid food intake, and he is in remarkably good health considering his fast food diet. Joel Wall Rubber Band Ball. A Floridian man's obsessive hobby turned into a world record when Joel Wall used 700,000 rubber bands to create an immense 9,032-pound rubber band ball measuring 6 foot 7 inches in height. The rubber band ball dwarfed him and barely fits in his garage. Ken Storrs, 132-foot jump. Could you imagine jumping off a 132-foot cliff into the ocean with nothing to protect you? That's exactly what daredevil Ken Storrs did as he performed what he calls a death dive and lived to tell the tale from this horrifying jump. Michael Lotito, Strangest Diet. The man with the iron stomach, Michael Lotito, became a legend when he ate an entire Cessna 150 aircraft, piece by piece. Apparently he had abnormally strong stomach acid and eating ordinary food was painful for him. So at a young age, he began eating bicycles, shopping carts, televisions, and beds, leading up to him eating an airplane. Elaine Davidson, most piercings. A Brazilian-Scottish woman named Elaine Davidson shattered the world record for most piercings with 6,500 in total. Believe it or not, 500 of these piercings are on her genitals, and she has a goal to one day get 20,000 piercings. She also holds the records for the heaviest weight pulled via a pierced tongue and most skewers pushed through a tongue piercing. Neil Ajus, 61-hour swim. Could you imagine swimming for 90 straight miles? That's what Malta native Neil Ajus accomplished as he broke the world record with his incredible 61-hour swim that passed through deadly storms and nearly took his life. Snoop Dogg, biggest drink. Fans were delighted when Snoop Dogg shattered the record for the biggest drink as he sipped on a 132-gallon gin and juice that included 180 bottles of gin, 154 bottles of apricot brandy, and 38 jugs of orange juice. Charlotte Lee Rubber Ducks Collection. You might say Charlotte Lee's collecting habit has gotten out of hand, but she was celebrated for her rubber duck collection, counting 5,631 as of 2023, although she is still adding new ducks every day. The ducks are not valuable and never sell for more than a couple $100s, so Lee hopes to one day turn her collection into a museum. 83 sausages in a minute. The world record for most sausages made in a minute belongs to Gavin Reynolds, who has been a village butcher for years and shocked the Guinness staff when he made 83 sausages in under 60 seconds. Charlotte Gutenberg, most tattooed senior citizen. Despite being 75 years of age, Charlotte Gutenberg is not your average grandmother. She has 98.75% of her body tattooed and is the most inked senior citizen in recorded history. Her bodysuit is now at full saturation, with only her face and a small part of her hands unmarked, and her husband has a similar amount of ink. Aaron Yoder, running backwards. Most people struggle to run a 7-minute mile under the best of circumstances, but Aaron Yoder broke the world record for the fastest mile run backward at a stunning 5 minutes 51 seconds. The feat, called retro running, has never been replicated, and Yoder is training to get his time under 5 minutes.